is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slayer, pay what it call for the tail, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. It's alright, man. Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Soon I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a blood.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Same target. It's Jacobs again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 2. And it's caught. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Back to Montgomery on second down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry here for J.J. Taylor. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, Wilcox got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down, Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score of Lions 7, Ravens 0.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Lions 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Rolling to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. Or maybe even routes versus air. Because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Taken in at the 11. 56 yards, the punt that time, 12 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw on 2nd down. Wilcox throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Wilcox. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 6-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Wilcox. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. On 1st and 10, Wilcox. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
On second down, it's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 14, Lions 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions.
Well, he made the right choice by result. But a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up with safety.
Well, when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response.
Oh, and now some space to operate. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. But one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
They're going to try and throw. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, it's Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilcox. And, it's incomplete. It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Now Evans in motion left. On 4th down, Wilcox. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. We'll get this up to about the 44. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down, Wilcox. Incomplete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, Wilcox. And he finds Montgomery complete. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Wilcox. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance, knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The slot man in motion right. To throw on third down, Wilcox. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
Throwing after the interception, Wilcox. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. On first down, Wilcox able to complete it to Montgomery. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. They'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right.
Complete, Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Evans comes in motion right. He's back to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Wilcox. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And now off to the races. Down the right side. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this was a...
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding like we knew it all, not afraid to do it.